Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is the GBN television news for Monday, April 25th, 2022. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines, Woburn community plunged into mourning as Coast Guard incident results in the death of Kimon Bell. Mung Lung resident Roger Bahan becomes Grenada's third road fatality for 2022. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell says he will soon advise the Governor General to prepare for general elections. And around the globe, regionally, Ministry of Education in Jamaica says students are not ready for CSEC examinations. CXC says it will not push back the dates. In international news, China racing to curb COVID-19 outbreak in its capital. And coming up in sports, Paradise FC International crowned champions in the Sandals National Under-15 Boys Football Tournament. Details right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's news at 7. A run-in with Coast Guard on Sunday, followed by a heart-wrenching video on social media and a search at sea, ended with the confirmation of the death of one Woburn resident on Monday.
Social media lit up on Monday morning as many awoke to the news of a young man missing at sea, while another was hospitalized after a run-in with Coast Guard officers on Sunday night. A video made the rounds on social media with the friend of the missing man, who was with him at the time of the incident, crying as he recounted what happened while they were out at sea.
Then we do get an engine fix now. We running coming down from the airport come down there. So now we shooting by the Granans Beach. We see Coast Guard coming. You know me? So I turn on and tell him, I'm gonna put on the phone light. Take Bell waterproof phone now and turn on the phone light and sit wait for the Coast Guard because the running coming straight to me. You know me? At the same time now, I see the Coast Guard coming, I make a heave. As I see the Coast Guard reach about 15 to 10 feet away. The boat on top of bed. I end up under the water, dog. That is what gone there, dog. And then man kill me, dog. And man said they don't see no light, and we waving the light for them, and we wasn't even going on speed. We taking me time.
The deceased was identified as 22-year-old Kimon Bell of Woburn St. George. Search parties from Woburn went out to sea on Monday morning, equipped with diving gear to search for the missing young man. A friend of Bell's, who waited at the jetty, recounted the last time he saw his friend, hoping he would be found alive.
The last place I seen him was by the shop. We were normally chilling and we was just drinking. He didn't even drink alcohol, he drank a bottle of water and I took a drink and that was it. Yeah, well for me, favorite was boat. He liked boat. Yeah, anything to do with boat, he like it.
That hope was crushed a little after midday today when news broke that the body of the young man was retrieved from the sea in the Grandins area by officers of the Coast Guard. The information was confirmed by head of the Community Relations Department, Assistant Superintendent of Police Desmond Richards.
Sunday night, 24th, the Coast Guard was returning to base after conducting some operations on the sea. And in the process of they returning to base, I ran over a small fishing boat. There were 2 occupants on the boat. One sustained injuries and were treated at the hospital and released. The other was recovered this morning by the divers of the Coast Guard. And he was taken to the Coast Guard base where the doctor examined him. The doctor examined him and pronounced the young man dead.
ASP Richards says the incident is a tragedy from all angles, as he recalled the atmosphere at the Coast Guard base in True Blue St. George.
And it's kind of hard to talk about it because even as I'm speaking about it, you know, it's kind of breaking my heart. And I was there at Coast Guard this morning with the family members as well, and saw how their pains and how broken they were. And it became very emotional for me. And it became worse when I visited the officers who were on the Coast Guard that involved in the incident. And they too they are very, very distraught. They are miserable. So it's a tragedy on both sides.
The ASP promised a thorough investigation into the incident.
I can tell you this: a thorough investigation has been launched to determine, exactly what has happened and how that occurred. And I want to assure both the family and the public that the RGPF will leave no stone unturned in really looking at the incident and probing into, as I said before, what really happened. And but we also want the Commissioner of Police and the entire force really want to extend our deepest sympathies to the parents and relatives and even the friends.
Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Still in police news, one man is dead and a woman is hospitalized following a vehicular accident on Sunday. Police confirmed the death of 67-year-old Roger Rahan of Munglong, St. Andrew, who was the driver of one of the 3 vehicles involved in the accident in Spring St. George. Assistant Superintendent of Police Desmond Richards said the true cause of the accident remains under investigation.
That accident occurred at the Springs Public Road involving 3 vehicles. One 67-year-old man lost his life while being attended to succumb to his injuries while at the General Hospital. And another female, I think is 57 years or about, is nursing serious injuries at the hospital as we speak. The real cause of the accident is not yet known, but investigations are ongoing to determine what led to that accident.
Grenadians are eagerly awaiting the national address to be delivered by Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell Tuesday night, after he hinted on the weekend that the general election may be closer than many think. The Grenadian leader said he will soon ask the Governor-General to dissolve Parliament.
Very soon. Very soon. It might be a little sleep and wake, you don't know. A little sleep and wake.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell continues to dangle the date for the next general election as bait to the Grenadian people, as he disclosed to party supporters that he will soon announce the time when Grenadians will go to the polls.
Very soon, I will ask the Governor-General to dissolve Parliament. Not even another member of my party on the platform tonight heard me say that to them. But I'm saying it to you first. Sisters and brothers, after that is done, there is a period of time the maximum period for calling a general elections. It cannot be too long after that.
The Prime Minister made the statements on Sunday while addressing supporters of the new National Party in St. Patrick. He urged constituencies to ready their canvass reports and to make sure they are registered to cast their ballot.
Then I will make the announcement, because the bell is scratching my leg. I will make that announcement, sisters and brothers, for the date of the next general elections. In that announcement will be a date for nomination for candidates for the next general elections, and a period of time, sisters and brothers, that a short period afterwards for the election date to be held.
Grenadians last went to the polls in March 2018, the outcome of which saw the new National Party re-elected into office with another 15-seat clean sweep. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell is expected to deliver a national address on Tuesday at 8 p.m. on what he said are critical matters facing the country. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
Political leader of the new National Party, Dr. Keith Mitchell, is calling for wisdom and guidance from the main opposition party, the National Democratic Congress, to ensure there is not an escalation of political tensions as general elections draw closer. Gerard Joseph has that story.
I want to give a little warning to my friends in the National Democratic Congress and its leadership.
Political leader of the new National Party, Dr. Keith Mitchell, is calling on the main opposition party to not aid in divisiveness around the country. His call comes as he notes the ability of people to get entangled and embroiled in political tensions leading up to a general election.
Therefore, we as leaders must do everything possible not to do anything that can encourage confrontation.
Dr. Mitchell was hinting on what he seemingly viewed as an intent by the National Democratic Congress to host political meetings within close proximity to where a planned NMP rally is scheduled.
And I'm making this point tonight seriously because, as I pointed out in Dunfermline last time we were there, I pointed out that we had a meeting in Carriacou. Planned meeting, the NDC followed up in Carriacou to have meeting in the same Carriacou area, sisters and brothers. And that is a dangerous thing. We went to St. Andrews afterwards. They followed NMP in St. Andrews. We organize a meeting in St. Patrick's. They go to Shantimel in St. Patrick's.
The Prime Minister says a dangerous precedent is being set where supporters of the two political parties may end up losing their cool if they intermingle and interact while en route to the rally venues.
I'm calling on the leadership of the National Democratic Congress, if there are leaders in that party, to desist from that type of behavior. And let us work together to ensure that the next election, when it is called, will be peaceful and its conclusion will be conclusive in the interests of Grenada, Carriacou, and P.T. Martinique.
GBN reached out to NDC officials for a response to the Prime Minister's utterances, and according to Public Relations Officer Orlando Romain, the NDC has no intention to incite conflict amongst supporters, noting that the party is working with a planned schedule. The PRO says Dr. Mitchell's comment is viewed as political rhetoric as the NDC is fully supportive of a peaceful election. He added that both parties recently met with the RGPF to ensure the guidelines put forward are followed. Romain adds that this is an election season on which it is normal for political parties to hold events around the country. However, the NDC is fully committed to ensuring peace reigns over political tensions. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
This is news at 7. Coming up, Prime Minister calls for second meeting after key public sector unions snubbed pension judgment talks. Stay with us.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Monday, May 2nd, the holiday. Mangazo takes opulence to a different level as we invite you to our food festival. 11 in the morning until delicious, sumptuous, and visually appealing food, vegan food, seafood, oil down, cakes and pastries, wild meat, curry, sauce, and lots more. And look out for cultural performances, steel pan, and more. For more info, call 538-0358 or 405 Gazo. That's 4296. Monday, May 2nd, the holiday. Mangazo Food Festival. Sponsored by Independence Agencies Limited. Agent Force Swiss. It's better because of Swiss.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
I'm a police officer by profession, and I've been a member of Ariza now for about 20 years or less. I chose to join Ariza because I've been hearing some good stuff about them. And my sister was a member before me. She told me about her good experience that she had with Ariza. What I like most about Ariza is the way they treat you as a member. They take good care of you. They help you in very, very good ways. They have some good products in place to help you. I've been able to budget a lot better because of the products and things that they have in place to help us as members. I love it when you call Ariza and the way they would answer the phone. Ariza, how can we make you smile? I would like to take this time now to congratulate Ariza on the 75 years of service to the people of Grenada.
I go drink water in Moonlight City. I go drink water in Moonlight City. Yo, this is the girl Patricia Ross, and I will be in Grenada for May I Fet. Moonlight City, yours truly will be there.
They say we toxic. We full of toxic love. It's a big girl now. Watch out with that barber walking from night till morning.
See you there, Moonlight City, May I Fet.
Body wet up, red girl, where the man them carry on. Carry on, baby. Carry on. Carry on,
Yo, this is the girl Patricia, but I'm to all my sexy Grenadian ladies, I'm coming.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Public sector workers snubbed government's attempt to sit at the table to discuss and come up with solutions to address the recent High Court judgment on pension for public workers. However, this is not stopping government from making another attempt, this time directly by Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell. We get more in this report.
After a decision by public sector unions not to attend a meeting with government last week, Friday, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell is requesting another. Addressing scores of party supporters on Sunday during the official launch of the NNP caretakers for the St. Patrick constituencies, Dr. Mitchell said he wants to see a resolution to this issue.
This decision is a decision for each worker in the public service. That is not a union matter, directly so. But because the union are representative of the workers, we call on them to let us sit and look at the issue and see how we can work things out together.
According to a government release, only 2 unions, together with the prison and police associations, attended what government deemed a consultative approach to the recent High Court ruling on the pension matter. Public Workers Union President Brian Grimes explained that their absence at the meeting was on the advice of their attorney, James Bristol.
We don't just do things ad hoc here at the Grenada Public Workers Union. We operate professionally. So we examined the content of the correspondence, and what we discovered is that there was no agenda. The agenda was extremely broad. Policy consultation with pension. What is that about?
The Prime Minister responded to this.
Now, I can't understand what that means. Because if you are coming to discuss an issue involving your workers, how can you allow anyone to tell you not to come to the meeting? Sisters and brothers, I am not mad.
According to Grimes in a previous interview, the crux to moving forward is that government has yet to confirm it will honor the judgment. He said once this is done, the union would gladly sit with government and work out an implementation and payment plan for pension. In a press release issued last Friday, the Public Workers Union made its demands on the government to immediately indicate to the nation that they will accept the decision of the court and uphold the constitution of this nation, and 2, begin to implement payment of outstanding gratuity and pensions to all qualified retired public officers in 2022 and going forward. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
The culture of politics in Grenada was the topic of Friday's We Culture program on GBN as election fever heats up across the country. Stalwart in the art form, Christopher Derriggs, says the symbols that represent each political party are of extreme importance.
With the symbols, parties have symbols. Symbols are part of the identity of parties. It makes it easy for people to identify with the party, and as you know, when they get into the polling booth to vote, they are looking at the symbol. I know some people became confused between the House and Michael Church.
Derriggs zeroed in on the campaign culture.
So the kinds of things we can observe about Grenada's, let's say, an election campaign. A lot of what we see here are replicated in other islands, Trinidad, Jamaica. I think we have borrowed a lot from Jamaica in the campaign culture, for example. The mass rallies with the foreign artists, that, is something that the Jamaicans have been doing a lot. Trinidad has been doing a lot.
The jerseys and all of that.
T-shirts.
Grenada's Prime Minister and Chairman of the OECS Authority, Dr. Keith Mitchell, has voiced his support for an annual U.S. Caribbean Banking Forum to discuss critical matters pertaining to financial services and access for Caribbean countries. We get the details in this report.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell was among several regional leaders who attended the Caribbean Financial Access Roundtable, co-hosted by U.S. Congresswoman Maxine Waters, who is chair of the U.S. House Committee on Financial Services. The proposal for an annual U.S. Caribbean Banking Forum was generally supported by those in attendance. In his contribution to the discussions, Dr. Mitchell suggested an even broader annual initiative with a policymakers event in Washington, engaging the Caribbean with financial services and security issues among the key issues on the agenda.
I think what is necessary is a broader meeting of policymakers from the United States engaging the Caribbean on a yearly basis, and so that we can in fact examine significant issues, including the issues of de-risking and financial services in general, and security matters that are so significant for the U.S. because of the closeness physically of our borders and for the region as a whole.
Dr. Mitchell underscored the importance of banking and financial services on the economies of regional countries and on the social and economic life of Caribbean residents.
I think one of the points that were raised that I think is extremely important is specific reference made by the U.S. Virgin Island representative about how important is the question of remittances to the families in the region. And when she was living in the United States and her family had to be sending some monies home, and how important it was for the survival of her family and friends in the U.S. Virgin Island. So, and that's the same situation with many parts of the region.
The roundtable was held against the backdrop of the challenges facing the region in the context of loss of correspondent banking relationships due to de-risking activities initiated by U.S. banks.
One of the fundamental problems we've had with the U.S. authorities over the years is the fact that we claim to be close physically and otherwise, but there's a perception of taking us for granted, where decisions are made and handed down which affect the life of the people of the Caribbean region, and no consultation at all has been held. And that sends a wrong message.
The Caribbean leader and his regional colleagues complimented the U.S. Congresswoman for initiating the discussion and her general understanding of how decisions made by the United States can impact the governments and the people of the Caribbean. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
And now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Beverly Telesford has been looking around the platforms.
GBN Social Buzz is reaching beyond the local platform to share with you what's trending on social media. We browse the World Wide Web and bring to you the topics inciting the most reaction and debate among users.
Over the last 24 hours, social media was abuzz with a snippet taken from a political rally held by the ruling New National Party on Sunday in St. Patrick. While there were many speeches during the 3-hour event, a 20-second clip was what caught the most attention.
Where St. Patrick is? Let me hear you. I am counting on you. I am counting on you to put the New National Party back into this government so that we can continue to suffer, to serve you.
But the slipping of the tongue on the political platform is nothing new for either side.
Political leader, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, other executive member of the NDC.
Somebody make some noise for the new one. What's me? The new party inside right now. The National Democratic Congress. You know the thing, my brother.
What say you about this clip? Tell us in the comments below, because that's what's buzzing tonight.
You, our viewers and listeners, to submit your think pieces on trending topics locally, regionally, and internationally via our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
Still ahead, parliamentary representative warns Grenadians not to gamble with their future when they return to the polls soon. This is News at 7.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
Just a reminder, the global pandemic is not over. Office Pros and markers are still here to protect you. Available are several versions of touchless hand sanitizer and hand soap dispensers, dispenser stands, paper towel and toilet paper dispensers, and thermometers. Also available, hand sanitizing gel, sanitizing solution, hand soap, Lysol products, face masks, and gloves offered at the best price in the market and backed by a full warranty and protection plan with free installation. We are located on the Woodlands Main Road. Call Office Pros on 444-2393 or markers on 439-2393. You can also visit the Facebook page for more information. And never forget to remember, I, Mr. Markers, would never forsake you. Believe that.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Welcome back to GBN News. Outgoing parliamentary representative for St. Patrick West, Anthony Wilson, readying Grenadians for the upcoming general election, told party supporters on Sunday that they will soon be going back to the polls and that the choice is theirs to make to decide if they want to re-elect the new National Party or if they want to experiment with something new. But he laid on the table his reasons why the NNP is the best party to continue to move the country forward.
I
examine Team NNP, I see this combination of youth and experience working together. And therefore, I can only conclude that Team NNP is the best choice to govern Grenada in this difficult and challenging time. And it is the best choice, brothers and sisters, to bring about intergenerational change that we are talking about. You are in safer hands in the new National Party. Do not experiment, my friends, with your future.
Bolson warns that some challenges will require the new National Party at the helm.
There is a possibility of the resurgence of this COVID virus or its variant. We have to be careful, brothers and sisters. Secondly, brothers and sisters, we have to consider the possible impact of the conflict taking place between Russia and Ukraine and the effects it could have on our food security, price of energy, price of basic commodities, brothers and sisters, and even the ability to access international financing.
Bolson's statements were made during the official launch of the NNP caretakers for St. Patrick, Pamela Moses, who is seeking another term in St. Patrick East, and Victor Phillip, who is contesting the St. Patrick West constituency for the first time. From the thought process to the visual impact, it's time to take a peek through the GBN EyeSaw lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN EyeSaw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Tonight's EyeSaw features some highlights from the River Sally Saraka held on Friday. The sound of the shell signaled the start of the traditional event. Featured next are some snippets of preparation of roast bakes, which is cooked on fireside.
That is what I know. She's doing the bake. Right now she's opening out the bake for the breakfast. Which one? Oh, Sammy, come for something to eat for to go to class. You go and try.
The River Sally Saraka is held the first Friday after Good Friday each year. The tradition, which has been practiced in the community for more than 100 years, is an African tradition meant to honor the ancestors. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Stay with us. The weather is next and what's happening in sports.
Grenada football action is back on Saturday, 30th April. Get ready for the 4th edition of the Pure Grenada Cup at the Kirani James National Stadium with 2 opening games from 6 p.m. St. Mark Western Stars versus St. Patrick Crown City Strikers. Then from 8 p.m. defending champions St. Andrew Big Parish Stars versus St. George Royal Cannons. Admission $20. Then on 1st May, just 1 game from 6 p.m. U17 Young Gunners versus St. John Dolphins. Admission $10 on Saturday. The 4th edition of the Pure Grenada Cup is on. Don't miss it.
Let's start the new year on a high, a detox high, because it's detox time again at Nirvana Detox Center, a natural health store. Check out our our many detox packages starting from $100 or get 15% off on colonic irrigation therapy. Detoxing can help with liver and blood cleansing, weight loss, constipation, acid reflux, kidney stones, heavy metal removal, gas and bloating, and more. Call or WhatsApp us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. Ask about our delivery options. Visit us now. Bruce Street Mall, store number 1208, or Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. Our opening hours are Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nirvana Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Detox, your way to health. These specials ends on March 31st or while stocks last.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Here is a little known fact. There is only one place in Grenada that you can get an MRI scan done. That place is Stasia Imaging Center. Yes, Grenada, that's the truth. Other centers could offer you other scans, but Stasia Imaging provides an authentic MRI scan. Here's another little known fact. Stasia Imaging has 3 centers. We operate at Grenville, the Carnage, and at the Ocean House, Grandlands. We provide the widest range of laboratory tests and services. CT scans, x-rays, mammograms, ultrasounds, and a host of other services. We are fully staffed by a team of family doctors and specialists. Call us today at 444-7679 or 406-1500 or visit any of our 3 locations. Stasia Imaging, from seeing the doctor to getting lab tests, scans, and pharmacy services. We are here to take care of you.
If there was ever a time to keep and stay healthy, it's now. We at Hills and Valley are here to help you take deliberate steps to maintain your health. We stayed true to maintaining the most comprehensive rates while stocking the widest range of medicines and health devices, including personal protective equipment. There are so many benefits shopping with us. You get great savings through discounts for senior citizens and reward cards for loyal customers. Ask about owning yours today. Visit us at Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George, Jubilee Street opposite the Grenville Bus Terminal, and at Hillsborough, Carrico. Our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street also stocks the widest range of pharmaceuticals. We are with you on the hills and in the valleys. We are Hills and Valley Pharmacy.
Keeping an eye on the weather, this is GBN. We've got you covered.
And now for a look at tonight's weather. We're expecting it to be cloudy to overcast with light to moderate showers with a chance of the isolated thunderstorm. Tonight we're expecting a low of 24 degrees Celsius with waves at 3 to 5 feet in open water. There is a small craft advisory in effect. Now for the 3-day forecast. On Tuesday we'll have sunrise at 5:51 and sunset at 6:21. It will be overcast with moderate showers and possible isolated thunder showers. There'll be a maximum of 29 degrees and and a minimum temperature of 24 degrees. Again, there'll be possible flooding in vulnerable areas. On Wednesday, sunrise will be at 5:50 a.m. with sunset at 5:21. It's expected to be overcast with light to moderate showers and possible isolated thunder showers. We'll have a maximum temperature of 29 degrees and a minimum of 24 degrees. Waves will be 3 to 5 feet at sea, and there will be possible flooding and landslides in some areas. On Thursday, we'll expect sunrise at 5:50 and sunset at 6:21. The weather will be cloudy with light to moderate showers. Maximum temperature of 29.5 with a minimum of 23. Waves at sea will be 3 to 5 feet, and again, there'll be possible flooding and landslides in some areas. And that's the weather forecast. Starting off in sports today, Paradise FC International emerged champions in the Sandals National Under-15 Boys Football Tournament, edging out three-time finalist Queen's Park Rangers. Paradise FC International, who dominated the first half of the match, had a 4-goal lead before Queen's Park Rangers fought back to cut the deficit to 5-3 at the close of play. QPR was awarded a penalty before scoring twice in quick succession in extra time to bring some semblance of a showing as the home side. This is the third time Paradise FC International has won the Sandals National Under-15 Boys title. Here are some match highlights from Friday's final.
Paradise, nice left booter inside, calling, and the ball goes into the back of the net, finding the man on the left flank.
James it is.
Angle, left booter, and problems here for Queen's Park Rangers. A curler going into the back of the net from Zaid Douglas. Looking for that lobbed ball, finding his man there, Penny, and the ball comes in with a goal on the far side. That's pretty surprising. But he and all was surprised because
that might be just number 4 in the first half. What happens here is goal number 4.
Wow, and what a miss, but he gets the clean up.
No, it's actually Benjamin.
Then QPR in possession. Pascal. And this is Paradise winning away possession.
The Grenada Under-17s women's youth national team returned to international action last weekend at the 2022 CONCACAF Women's Under-17 Championship in pursuit of a World Cup spot. This tournament, which runs from April 23rd to May 8th in the Dominican Republic, represents the first international matches for this age group since 2022. Although the young Spice Girls showed heart on the field, coming up against a top-ranked CONCACAF team and former champions, the United States, young ladies got a sound thrashing as the game ended 20-0. Team Grenada, which has been steadily training at camps, several practice matches and friendlies games, now have to contend with Puerto Rico and Costa Rica in Group G. The Spice Princesses are currently facing Costa Rica in their second game, which was scheduled for 7 p.m. tonight, and wraps up this group stage against Puerto Rico on Wednesday at 4 p.m. at the same venue. Olympic champion Elaine Thompson-Herah has further etched her mark in history, having won the Laureate Sportswoman of the Year award on Sunday. No Jamaican or Caribbean female athlete has ever taken home the prestigious award that began in 2000. The Jamaican sprint queen won on the back of her historic achievements last summer when she became the first woman in Olympic history to win the 100-200-meter sprint double at consecutive Olympic Games. She added a third gold medal to her trophy case when she ran the second leg of Jamaica's 4x100 relay team that won in a national record of 41.02. She would go on.
I want to thank the Laureate Sports Academy for this beautiful award, and I want to thank also the nominees from all different sports with all their fantastic talent. You know, reflecting on last year based on my achievement on the track, I am the second woman to do what I have done at the Olympics. To be the fastest woman alive, it's really an honor and a privilege. It is an honor to walk away with this trophy, and I just want to thank all my management team, my friends, my families, and also my fans across the world. Thank you.
She would go on to create even more history when she ran times of 10.54 to become the second fastest woman of all time, while winning the 100-meter in Eugene, Oregon, and then added times of 10.64 and 10.65 to be the only woman to run faster than 10.7 on 4 occasions. And that's our look at sports for today. Tonight's regional roundup comes from Jamaica, where 1 month before the start of this year's CSEC and CAPE exams, the Education Ministry is still in discussion with the examination body to push back the exam dates. CXC says it will not. Here's TVJ News with that report.
A survey by the Education Ministry on the readiness of students for regional examinations this year has raised concerns in the education sector. In providing an update Friday, Education Minister Favour Williams explained that in light of concerns about the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on this academic year, the survey was conducted between February and March this year.
And out of that survey, we surveyed 2,812 students, and 1,754 of them really had concerns. They expressed the need for additional time to prepare for the sitting of the these exams.
Students preparing for both CAPE and CSEC examinations were limited to online classes up to December last year. Face-to-face classes resumed in January, with some schools still facing challenges. It's why Ms. Williams says she will continue to advocate for the exams to be pushed back to a later date.
I've asked her for an urgent meeting so that we can convene with that body for us to present our case to them as to why we believe the exams, the dates should be pushed back, and some of the other accommodations that they made last year, we're asking for those as well. We believe that our students in Jamaica and across the region have been significantly impacted.
The CXC office has suggested that students who are facing challenges may defer their exams to another sitting, but Ms. Williams believes that should not be the only available option.
China is racing to track a COVID-19 outbreak that may have been spreading in the capital for a week. Beijing residents have been buying essential items amid concerns a lockdown could be imposed. Here's Al Jazeera with that report.
Long queues for coronavirus testing are forming across the east of Beijing. The capital's Chaoyang district has ordered all those living and working here to be tested. It follows the discovery of at least 41 cases in recent days. The warning prompted panic buying on Sunday. The shelves of many supermarkets and grocery stores have been emptied. Officials are trying to reassure the public, saying supply chains for essential goods are secure.
Retail, supermarket stores, community vegetable shops, and direct sale stores have a steady supply of daily necessities.
At least 28 neighborhoods have been put under lockdown and 1,200 close contacts sent to quarantine centers.
More than 3.5 million people must undergo testing 3 times this week as Beijing races to contain this latest outbreak. Leaders here are anxious not to repeat the mistakes made in Shanghai, where experts say infections were identified too late.
Most of Shanghai's 25 million residents remain confined to their homes. The commercial center reported more than 17,500 new cases on Monday. 138 deaths from the virus have been officially confirmed there in recent weeks. Most were elderly and unvaccinated, though some say the real death toll is higher. Residents say access to food and necessities has improved, though the indefinite lockdown, first imposed at the beginning of the month, has sparked widespread anger and desperation.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has claimed Russia has plans to invade neighboring countries, saying the assault on his nation is only the beginning. This comes as the UN Human Rights Office described the war in Ukraine as a horror story of violations against civilians in which respect for international law has essentially been tossed aside. NBC News has more.
This morning, as the battle for the steel plant in the heart of Mariupol rages on, fresh horror discovered on the edge of the city. These satellite images show what a city official claims is a second mass grave, a series of trenches dug in a village to the east. It comes just a day after this alleged grave site was found in a town to the west. Ukrainian officials calling the grim pattern an attempt to conceal evidence of Russian war crimes, saying more than 20,000 people may have been killed in Mariupol alone. Russia hasn't commented on the alleged mass graves, but overnight admitting for the first time it did suffer casualties when the Moskva warship was sunk by missiles, claiming just 1 sailor died and 27 more are missing. And a senior general revealing what may be the true scale of Russia's war aims, announcing the goal is to capture not just the east, but Ukraine's entire southern coast. It's not clear Russia has the strength for that, but President Zelensky says the plan shows Russia's ambitions go beyond Ukraine, and it'll invade other countries if it isn't stopped. U.S. officials say the first artillery rounds from President Biden's latest $800 million aid package may be in Ukrainian hands this weekend.
And that's what's been happening around the globe. Stay with us. Now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Woburn community plunged into mourning as Coast Guard incident results in the death of Kimon Bell. Mung Lung resident Roger Mahon becomes Grenada's 3rd road fatality for 2022. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell says he will soon advise the Governor General to prepare for general elections. And in around the globe, regionally, Ministry of Education in Jamaica says students are not ready for CSEC examinations. CXC says it will not push back the dates. In international news, China racing to curb COVID-19 outbreak in its capital. In sports, Paradise FC International crowned champions in the Sandals National Under-15 Boys Football Tournament. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at gbn.gd or on GBN Television's Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other stories. I'm Stasia Blake. That's the news. From all of us here at GBN, we wish you a safe night. Good night.